at my Eagle Scout ceremony 2 years ago, so I'm returning the favor for him today. All right. I would like to welcome everyone this afternoon to the Eagle Scout Court of Honor for Devin Woodcock. If there are any Eagle Scouts present, I invite them to sit up in the Eagle's nest at the front, which is that table right there. All right. The awarding of the rank of Eagle Scout is an important and serious matter. It is the climax and goal for which Devin has been working on for many years. It is the culmination of the various efforts of the leaders, families, and friends of this scout. It is an occasion for pride and joy and a time for serious contemplation. We realize that this is the highest and most coveted rank in all of scouting. It is the last major step in the advancement program. If we have not achieved our purpose in the building of character, in the training of leadership, and in the practice of service, we probably never shall. We will begin the ceremony this afternoon with the presentation of the colors. Will Cody please lead us in the presentation of the colors?
Scout attention. The audience, please rise for the presentation of the colors. Color guard advance. Wait, my bad. Yes. Color guard advance the colors. Color guard. Oh. Will those not in uniform please place their right hand over their heart, and will the audience please join me now in the Pledge of Allegiance? Scouts salute. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
2. Scouts, please remain standing for the scout sign. On my honor,
I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country, to obey the scout law, to help other people at all times, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight.
Scout law.
Scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent.
Post colors. Color guard dismissed.
It is my pleasure this time to introduce Alex Jackson to lead us in our opening prayer.
Dear God, an Eagle Scout Court of Honor may mark the end of one journey filled with great memories, but it also marks the commitment to another, a commitment to better scouting where all may participate, a commitment to better citizenship, and a commitment to be a leader for everyone. Bless all of Devin's future endeavors. Walk with him wherever his life may take him, and give him your strength, wisdom, and love. And may all of us gathered here today be inspired by Devin to stay committed to scouting's ideals, make our own paths, and forge our own memories. May God be with us all. Amen.
Amen.
Before this presentation begins, could I have Devin Woodcock come up and talk about his project?
Ready. All right, guys. Well, happy to see all of you guys here, and happy to be here too. Speaking of my project, I actually did it here at Church Unity. I know some of you guys were here, especially all the way in that back table, a few of you guys. It was a doozy, if you will. Most of the time, Eagle Scout projects tend to be can be a little difficult. And I say I chose a slightly harder one. But up there, all the way on the top parking lot, I built these little pathways, and I think they're about 4 feet wide, and I built at least 4 of them into those wooden medians that split the parking lot into 2. and this was because older people, it was a little harder for them to go over it or around it, or just people who didn't really want to. Because as you're trying to climb up over it, you could either sprain something or roll something, and I heard that was something that happened quite often. So, thanks to, I don't remember who told me, Mr. Shumpert. Too many names to remember in this group. But Mr. Shumpert told me about it and said that they would be absolutely ecstatic if you actually did that. So I put in the time and effort to plan, get the materials, raise money to actually be able to accomplish this achievement. And throughout those, I think it was 3 days, it was very also a challenge. I didn't have enough people, which, well, I had a few of you guys all the way in the back, but I didn't have as many people as I thought I would. And I also told Mr. Duke that, hey, maybe we could get this done in like 1 or 2 days. Big miscalculation on my part. But I want to say we got it done in 2.5 days because that second day it ran out on us and we never ended up actually being able to work as long as we wanted to. So technically 2.5 on my opinion, but it was a little longer than I thought. It still went way faster than a few other people expected because we had a lot of older scouts and a lot of like strong individuals who actually came to our project and put in that work. And I am so thankful for all of you guys for helping me out on this because that meant everything. So yeah, that's how my project went, and I would love to do it again if I had the chance to. Maybe with more money and more. Oh. Okay, never mind then. I don't know about that.
Will Scoutmaster Mr. Carlin please come up to the podium?
Good afternoon. This has been a long day coming. No, not just because of how long he's taken. In 2018, we started this troop and started out with 28 scouts that came over with us to form, meeting at the Mountain View Library those first few weeks. All but 6 have eagled. Those 6 did not. The 6 that didn't eagle actually left scouting. So every scout that started with us that continued on made eagle. And this is the last of our little baby chicks that joined us. I won't say it took a long time. Your mother will, repeatedly. But it is my great joy and pleasure to finally, on behalf of the Atlanta Area Council and Unity North and Troop 2319, to call this Court of Honor to session.
Would Devin Woodcock please come forward? As we begin the Eagle Court of Honor for Devin Woodcock, examine the Trail to Eagle. It is fitting that we start with the fundamental principles of scouting, the Scout Oath and the Scout Law. We have joined together in reciting the oath. Let us begin our ceremony by lighting candles symbolic of the 3 parts of the Scout Oath. May Brody Manello please lead us and light the candles.
Duty to God and country. Duty to others. Duty to God and country. Duty to others. And duty to self.
Devin has exemplified the Scout oath and law. Whenever I was in this troop, he was always very helpful and kind to me, as well as being just a leader for us to follow. He exemplifies the Scout oath and Scout law, and he really deserves this Eagle Scout. The rules of scouting are found in the 12 points of the Scout law. I would ask Eagle Scout candidate Devin Woodcock and life Jude Kearns to join me. As a candle is lit for each point of the Scout law, let us pay careful attention to the words and rededicate ourselves to the principles contained in those words.
Devin, please lead us in the Scout law.
The Scout is trustworthy.
A Scout tells the truth. He keeps his promises. Honesty is part of the code of his conduct.
Scout is loyal.
A Scout is true to his family, friends, Scout leaders, school, nation, world, and community.
Scout is helpful.
A Scout is concerned about other people. He willingly volunteers to help others without expecting pay or reward.
Scout is friendly.
A Scout is a friend to all. He is a brother to other Scouts. He seeks to understand others. He respects those with ideas and customs that are different than his own.
The Scout is courteous.
A Scout is polite to everyone regardless of age or position. He knows that good manners make it easier for people to get along.
The Scout is kind.
A Scout understands there is strength in being gentle. He treats others as he wants to be treated. He does not harm or kill without reason.
The Scout is obedient.
A Scout follows the rules of his family, school, and troop. He obeys the laws of his community and country. If he thinks these rules and laws are unfair, he tries to have them changed in an orderly manner rather than disobey them.
The Scout is cheerful.
A Scout looks for the bright side of life. He cheerfully does tasks that come his way. He tries to make others happy.
The Scout is brave. Thrifty.
A Scout works. A Scout works to pay his way and help others. He saves for the future. He protects and conserves natural resources. He carefully uses time and the property.
The Scout is brave.
A Scout can face danger even if he is afraid. He has the courage to stand for what he thinks is right, even if others laugh at him or threaten him.
The Scout is clean.
A Scout keeps his body and mind fit and clean. He goes around with those who believe in living by the same ideals. He helps keep his home and community clean.
The Scout is reverent.
A Scout is reverent toward God. He is faithful in his religious duties. He respects the belief of others.
It is through the values of the Scout Oath and Scout Law that a Scout works to become an Eagle Scout. I would like to invite Assistant Scoutmaster Colonel Tom Welch, Mason Cox, and Dylan to come forward to discuss the Trail to Eagle.
I'm not Colonel Tom. Okay, what are we doing here, guys? I go?
Yeah.
Okay. Trail to the Eagle can be described as a steep climb leading to a peak of the Eagle rank. When I was looking at Eagle, I was thinking of the Eagle as being not the destination, but the journey. Along the trail, there are 6 steps, ranks of scouting that you have to pass. Devin, it is fitting that you look back before you go ahead to see what you've accomplished. These experiences should not be forgotten. Cherish the valuable ones and learn from the bad ones, as to not repeat them. Learn from the bad ones. Lisa.
We will now hear the story of Devin's Trail to Eagle. To earn the rank of Scout, He memorized the Scout Oath and Law. He explained the meaning of each point of the Scout Law. He practiced these ideals in his everyday life. He learned the patrol method and demonstrated the safety with using a pocket knife. He had a Scoutmaster conference to review his growth. In earning the rank of Tenderfoot Scout, he camped out with his troop and demonstrating the practice of the outdoor code. He learned basic first aid, knot tying, and practiced personal fitness. He displayed his ability to raise, lower, and fold our nation's flag. He had a Scoutmaster conference and a board review. To earn the rank of second class Scout, he demonstrated basic orienteering skills. He participated in 5 troop or patrol activities. He cooked a meal for his patrol at a campout. He discussed a citizen's respect for their flag. He identified 10 wild animals in his camping location. He demonstrated ability with knots and lashings. He demonstrated first aid skills. He swam 25 yards. He showed Scout spirit. He had a Scoutmaster conference and a board review. To earn the rank of first class Scout, he attended 10 patrol or troop activities. He cooked 3 meals for his patrol at a campout. He demonstrated orienteering skills to cover a mile of navigation with a map and compass. He identified 10 types of native plants found in his local area. He swam 100 yards. He demonstrated first aid for sprained joints and head injuries and transporting a person out of a smoke-filled room. He discussed the meeting of citizenship with a local elected official. He showed Scout spirit and had a Scoutmaster conference and a board review. The next step was a Star Scout, and the golden star on the badge symbolized your new role as a leader. You were called upon to be a guiding light in the darkness for those who were to follow. Now you were expected to teach scouting skills to others. Now the trail was steeper, leadership was challenging and hard work, but you persevered. Soon you were a Life Scout, a badge of life, a pure red heart on a golden field. Show the world the path you had chosen. True to the ideals of scouting, you gained an inner confidence that was preparing you for the rest of your life.
The Trail to Eagle was even more challenging and more interesting. Being here with Devin while I was still in the truth was just like one of the most special things ever, because I was kind of like a year above him and I got to watch him like follow in my steps. And I kind of went my own way, and he stuck with the troop when I did Sea Scouts, and he showed how much he was able to do with the troop, still serving as a troop guide and helping out new scouts, and then staying to the very end to be an instructor and help out the older leadership members. And it's just so impressive, and I'm so happy that he has this group of people to support him the whole way, and not just in the troop but back at school too, people who are going off to college and people who have jobs and other lives. Tyler goes to Georgia Tech, and he's here to support him. And I just thank you guys so much for all of that. Devin, now that you're on the threshold of your goal, we welcome you. You have followed the Trail to Eagle in a true scout-like manner. Good job, man.
At this point, we will hear from several speakers who have been instrumental in helping Devin throughout his Trail to Eagle. I would like to introduce Mr. Carlin, an ASM of Troop 2319 and Devin's Northern Tier Crew Advisor.
All right. Devin asked me to talk about our trip to Northern Tier, which is in the boundary waters between Minnesota and Canada. And it was a great trip. That's what I'm not going to talk about. You can talk to him about it. He's showed a lot of leadership and dedication during our trip. But we had just a great time being out in the wilderness for 8 days with nobody else around. But I want to talk about this guy. But actually, this is not when we first met Devin in the troop, because he was a tag-along with family camping. So when Dylan started with Pack 1714, Devin came along also. And I've enjoyed so much watching this little boy go from an awkward little, very friendly, very courteous. He demonstrated, even before becoming a scout, he demonstrated a lot of scout. You want to read him again? Um, he was always courteous and kind and always helpful, but shy and awkward and just that little kid. He's grown up to be such a fine young man. It's been incredible to watch you going from that lost. Devin and I used to have a game on mini campouts. Devin, where's your water bottle? Nope. Cold. Go that way. Devin, where's your book? How many did you go through? 4? Three.
Not all
And to go on to become a leader, a true leader in this troop, a servant leader. He could have done this earlier, but he stayed with the troop. He was here all the time. He became an instructor and really helped the next generation of scouts, the next group of scouts, advance and become better scouts. You've done an awesome job, and I appreciate it. We're going to miss you. This is not the end. This is just the next step. Welding school, you're going to knock it out, and when you do, there's a merit badge. I'll give you the application. But I'm very proud to call you one of our scouts.
Our next speaker will be Greg Leftwich, the Philmont advisor.
I echo Mr. Carlin's sentiments and what some people in this room may not know. I think a lot of people know is that Devin did this while being fully involved with a incredible marching band at Pope High School that doesn't just do high school football games, but competes across the country and performs all over the place. So we know on the nights that Devin wasn't here for a troop meeting, it's because he was giving his all to the Pope band, but he made sure to be here and be with us. I think back to one of his early camping days. I'm going to beat scouts here to this story. Devin decided that the plastic dinner plate from his mess kit could be dried most effectively over the hot griddle stove. He did not realize the low melting point of said plastic. I can remember Mr. Carlin's voice echoing through camps, Devin! Meanwhile, he's got his water bottle down here by a chair. Where's your water bottle? So, but I had the joy of having Devin with me at Philmont, also at Northern Tier. And Devin followed in the footsteps of his brother Dylan. Dylan got to step over a snake because he was singing loudly on his way back to base camp. Your brother outdid you because Devin at our last lunch stop got to see a black bear, which after numerous nights on the trail was a great gift for us as it approached our camp. Proud of you, happy I get to say something that I never thought I would say. I said it first at 9,600 feet at Comanche Creek Camp, our first trail camp for our crew at Philmont. Devin's an eagle. What the Sigma? Holy cow. Holy cow. So congratulations. You've worked hard. You stuck with it. Philmont was fantastic. Devin, again, servant leadership across the way, across the board, even when he did not have a specific leadership role in our troop, where he was not a troop guide or senior patrol leader or a crew leader at Philmont. He was always stepping up to help our crew leader on that trip. What can I do to help you? I've been on a high adventure trip before. How can I help? How can I assist? Being a mediator between people, because those trips can be stressful. and he did a great job with that. So very happy for you, and couldn't wait for this day to come.
May we have Mr. Leftwich come back up to the podium to give the story of 100 Scouts.
All right. This is a very special one. All of our Eagles in this room have heard this before. They know how special this is. Of any 100 boys who become Scouts, it must be confessed that 30 will drop out their first year. Perhaps this may be regarded as failure, but later in life, all of these will remember that they had been Scouts, and they will speak well of the Scouting program. Of the 100, only rarely will ever one appear before a juvenile court judge. I don't think that has ever happened for a member of 2319. 12 of the 100 will have their first contact with a church, and they will enter religious service with the clergy. 18 of the 100 will develop hobbies that will last through their adult life. 17 will be future Scout volunteers. 8 of the 100 will enter a vocation that they learn through the merit badge system. Welding at Philmont, not at Woodruff, I apologize. 1 will use his Scout skills to save a life, and 1 will use his Scouting skills to save his own life. Every Scout in this troop is taught CPR right after they join the first year. Quite a number of our Scouts in this room also have advanced wilderness first aid or advanced first aid. They also learn leadership. I'm going to go a little off script here at National Leadership Training. So 2 of the 100 boys who enter as Scouts will reach the Eagle rank, and 1 at least will later say that he's valued his Eagle rank above his college degree. You see, only 1 in 4 boys in America will become Scouts. But it is interesting to know that of the leaders of this nation in business, religion, and politics, 3 out of 4 were Scouts. Today, we are likely seeing these leaders in this room. What a proud moment for them and for us. This story will never end. Like a golden pebble of service dropped in the human sea, it will continue to radiate in ever-widening circles, influencing the characters of men through unending time. So we see the low percentage nationwide of Scouts who become Eagle Scout. Troop 2319 has 78% of its original Scouts become Eagle. There was a clear path to Eagle, an achievable path. There were committed adult leaders and committed mentors like Dylan and Devin who are giving back. That's what I believe makes this troop so special. But it is the young men like Devin Woodcock and the other Eagles in this room that really make this troop what it is. Thank
you. Will the honor guard please escort Devin's mother and grandparents to the front?
Yeah. You gotta just stay over here.
Well, Dylan's already here. I jumped the gun there. So that was time for you to speak.
Devin, will you come up? Yes, thank you. I speak for the Eagle Scouts of this council. We challenge these Scouts to accept the responsibilities as well as the honor of the Eagle Award. These responsibilities are as follows. An Eagle Scout is to live with honor. His honor is sacred. It is the foundation of all character. An Eagle Scout will live so that he reflects credit upon his home, church, school, friends, and self. May the white of your badge remind you to live with honor. Devin, will you please light the white candle of honor? An Eagle Scout is to be loyal. To thine own self be true, and it must follow, as the night follows the day. You cannot then be false to any man. Neither pain nor profit, pride nor personal loss shall sway his loyalty. The blue on your badge is the emblem of loyalty. Devin, will you please light the blue candle? An Eagle Scout is to be courageous. Courage gives all character, force, and strength. With trust in God and faith in his fellow citizen, he faces each day unafraid and seeks his share of the world's work to do. Let the red of your badge remind you of your courage. Devin, will you please light the red candle? Finally, an Eagle Scout is service-oriented. Extend a helping hand to those who will toil along the scouting trail you have completed, just as others have aided you. The daily good turn must take on new meaning in your lives' pattern of service. Protect and defend the weak and helpless. Comfort the unfortunate and oppressed. Uphold the rights of others as well as your own. Remember, real leadership is founded upon real service. These, then, are the responsibilities each of you will take on as an Eagle Scout. You deserve much credit for having achieved Scouting's highest award, but wear your award with humility, Devin. Ever mindful that the Eagle Scout is looked up to as an example. May the Scout Oath and the Scout Law be your guide for today, tomorrow, and forever. Eagle Scout candidate Devin Woodcock, I have the award of giving you the Eagle Scout charge on the occasion of the elevation to the highest rank in Scouting. The Scouts of all nations constitute one of the most wholesome and significant movements in the world's history. You have been judged by the Boy Scouts of America as being worthy of the highest rank in this great movement. All who know you rejoice in your achievement. Devin Woodcock, I charge of you to enter this Eagle Scout Brotherhood holding without reservation, and ever before you, the ideals of honor and service. By the repetition of the Eagle Promise before your fellow members, you will become an Eagle Scout. Though the words you use are similar to the words by which you joined Scouting today, they will mean more than they will have meant at any time in the past. When you pledge yourself on your sacred honor, you will be sealing your eternal loyalty to the code of the Eagle Scout with the words which close the Declaration of Independence. Devin, please make the Scout sign. Devin, repeat after me. I reaffirm my allegiance
I reaffirm my allegiance
to the three promises of the Scout Oath.
to the three promises of the Scout Oath.
I thoughtfully recognize
I thoughtfully recognize
and take upon myself
and take upon myself
the obligations and responsibilities
the obligations and responsibilities
of an Eagle Scout.
of an Eagle Scout.
On my honor,
On my honor,
I will do my best
I will do my best
to make my training an example,
to make my training an example,
and my status and my influence
and my status and my influence
count strongly
count strongly
for better scouting
for better scouting
and for better citizenship
and for better citizenship,
in my troop,
my troop,
in my community,
and my community,
and in my contacts with other people.
and my contacts with other people.
To this, I pledge my sacred honor.
To this, I pledge my sacred honor.
2. Thank you, Devin. You may be seated, or you may join your family. Steve Carlin, will you please come up to the stage?
Should I ask? Well, we can come down.
I can go up there if you want me to.
We'll come back up here in a minute. Let me be the first to shake your hand. Eagle. Congratulations. All right. These things are stuck in there with glue. Here we go. So there are many symbols of the Eagle Scout rank. One of the most recognizable for youth is the Eagle Scout patch. We'll pretend. Close enough. But this does mean you can now get a knot to represent your Eagle patch or your Eagle rank. Taisha, will you remove his neckerchief?
Oh, it's tight. Oh, you didn't clean up your room?
Well, the second symbol of the eagle rank is the eagle neckerchief. You can look around this room and see our proud eagles wearing their But it's as simple as you can see when we're in our uniforms and recognize an eagle from far away. We dress him properly. And the last symbol is the eagle medal. We're proudly, in any formal occasion, if you'd like to stick that on him. He just pounded it. It's been a while since she's pinned anything on him. Now, would you say you made this journey by yourself?
Absolutely not.
Never. Who probably would be the most influential, kick your butt, drag you to every meeting?
I'd say my mother.
Would you present the mother's pin to your mother?
Yeah.
And I know your mother had a lot of help. Besides your aunts and uncles, who were probably the other most influential?
Both of my grandparents, for sure. Well, for my grandpa Frank, we call him Papa almost everywhere we go. He is one of the greatest reasons why I was actually able to get to scout meetings and campouts is he would drive me everywhere, and he was always there for me, always there to help me out. If we needed to go somewhere, if we needed something for scouting, this is the man that drove me around almost everywhere, along with my mother.
Okay,
I was getting there, so I will be giving you the grandparent pin, and then Nana, you also get one. You helped pay for, along with everyone else in our family, you guys helped pay for almost all of our fun stuff, all the stuff that we got to go to, and you were also one of the biggest helps in this whole journey. And you are getting it right here.
She drove you around too. Every now and then.
Every now and then. And thank you so much to my mom, my grandpa, and my grandma, Nana, Papa, and Mom for actually helping me get through this. Thank you so much, you guys. Last but not least, Mr. Carlin, don't go anywhere. I had a lot of people who helped me out, and that's what this little pin here is for. It is the mentor pin. I have two of them. Figuring out how to give these two was really tough because there was a lot of you guys who helped me out so much. And Mr. Carlin, you helped me out the most. You were there since the beginning. You get a mentor pin.
Thank you very much. It was my honor. He's right in the middle there.
And then,
thank you so much.
and then the next one was also really tough. I didn't know really who to give it to, but someone else who was here for a while, Mr. Leftwich, can you please come up? You were there for my high adventure base, both of them, and you were there. Big, great help, just like Mr. Carlin on Northern Tier, and you were amazing help in Philmont. You were there to help us out the most. You've been on high adventure bases before. You've been up in Philmont a couple times too. You knew what was going on, and you also helped me, along with all the other adults in this room, to get to Eagle. And I'm going to give you a mentor pin. Thank you.
Well, we'll get pictures.
We'll get pictures at the end.
That is
What's next?
Those guys. Your
All right. I'd like to call Mr. Carlin back up to present Devin with his letters of recognition and additional items.
So, we have several gifts from the troop and from the Atlanta Area Council to present to you. The first one goes to your mom. With the S. Proud of my scouts, Eagle Scouts. So, gives me great pleasure to actually present you with your certificate for Eagle Scout, along with the fancy wallet card. The Atlanta Area Council has created a special challenge coin for Eagle Scouts for the Atlanta area only. This cannot be purchased anywhere, cannot be found anywhere else except by earning your Eagle. So, on behalf of the Atlanta Area Council, normally we have a binder full of letters, but this is such a quick turnaround. The binder has not come, or the letters have not all come in yet. We have several from the Atlanta Area Council. President Bush has, or not President Bush. Yes, sorry, the second Bush. All of a sudden I was like, wait a minute, how did he send one from the grave? But we have more letters coming, and congratulatory letters will be delivered to you. On the behalf of the troop, we have two gifts. One is we have a flag flown over the national capital. Devin's date was November 11th that he picked, which is coming up. So it has not been flown yet, so we don't have it to present, but as soon as we do, we will get it to you. Hopefully they will fly it. Someone's there. The second gift is Eagle Box for you to put all your mementos and your memories of Troop 2319. So, congratulations. And again, on all the leadership and members of 2319, we're very proud of you and can't wait for you to come back and be one of us as a leader. So,
Absolutely. I
thank you.
can't wait.
Forgot. Your yard sign is here also.
All right. At this time, I would like to make this an open floor and invite anyone to the podium who wants to speak about their part in Devin's journey to Eagle.
Whew. So many people in your life are going to come and go. What matters is how long they stay. If you don't know who I am or you don't remember, my name is Tyler, and I've known Devin for about as long as I can remember. That's crazy. For someone just to say that someone has been part of my life for so long, I can barely remember what life was like without them. I met Devin in elementary school, back when the biggest thing we had to worry about was what game to play at recess. And now, about 10 years later, we got some bigger things to worry about, but we've gotten through so much together. Middle school band, a worldwide pandemic, straight into high school, marching band, getting our driver's license, eventually, graduating, getting jobs, and I still get to call him one of my closest friends after all that time. 3 cop exhibitions, 9 marching band competitions, 12 concerts, 29 nights of D&D, and 1 melted plate, which I was there for, firsthand. You're welcome. And here we are now. He has accomplished something incredible, and I cannot be more proud. Thank you for sticking with me through everything. I can't wait to see where you go in the future.
All right, well, floor's still open if anyone else wants to come up and talk.
I could say something, but I can't come out on the stage fast enough. But I just want to thank the Scouts for helping raise Devin. You know, he said it takes a village to raise a child. This is Devin's village, okay? And I appreciate the help you've given us. You showed them that there's a bigger world out there other than Devin Woodcock and Marietta, Georgia, okay? We've taken them on trips. Just about every vacation we've gone to. I can't even name the countries that we've been with him and his brother and his mother. But the Scouts have definitely helped raise him as well as ourselves, and I appreciate that. Okay.
I'm having a little bit of laryngitis. I don't know that I can talk very loud, and I'm very teary here. I'm Jack Brewster's mom, and Jack and Devin have grown up together. And unfortunately, Jack's away at school, so I can't be here, but he's going to need Devin something. He said that if I ever needed a ride or die, it would be Devin, because he will always stand by me no matter what. Even on the playground, and when we by mistake gave him something he shouldn't have had. Am I the only one that's ever given you the EpiPen?
So far.
Unfortunately, thank goodness I was a teacher trying to do that. But Jack just wanted to let you know that he's sorry he couldn't be here, but he's proud of you.
The floor is still open. All right, well, no one else wants to say anything. I'll say my piece. From a scout's perspective, coming into this troop, knowing nobody, only person I knew was like 2 other people that came to this troop and then quit within the first year. So I was basically all alone. And on top of that, with COVID, I had no idea who anybody was. And one of the people that helped me stay in this troop and want to do scouts is Devin. Devin is like one of the nicest people I've ever known. I've never heard anything negative come out of his mouth. He's like, I don't know how he does it, but he's always positive. He's hardworking, even though it took him a while to get Eagle. He always, whenever there was a service project or anything, and he was there, he was always putting in 100% of his effort. And he's just a really dependable guy. I mean, I called him like last minute to come to MC at my Eagle ceremony because my grandma was in town, and he was able to do it because he's just that guy. That's my piece. Is like floor still open. I'll say that again. All right. Well, I'll finally call up Devin's mom, Taisha Woodcock, for a final reflection.
Hello. Whew. We made it. Okay, so I want to start off by saying how proud I am of Devin. Devin Andrew is a man that does everything in his own time. Other than being forced out of the womb by a scheduled C-section, you can't get Devin to do much until he's ready. I've threatened to throw him off a boat in the middle of the ocean to go snorkeling. No go. During summer camps, I would ask, did you go horseback riding? Nope. Did you go rafting? Nope. But in due time, when he was ready, he's done all of those things and more. And he comes back so excited to tell us every little detail of his adventure. Devin has been in Scouts before ever becoming an actual Tiger because of going along with his older brother to everything. Scouts has been a family activity for us. I've had the pleasure of camping out with him in the rain and at times with freezing temperatures. He's gone to most summer camps over the years. Devin has over 100 campouts, which includes the time he somehow melted his plate. When asked what happened, his response was, See, what had happened was, I'm still not sure about that story. So I believe the story is now camping lore, or at least a cautionary tale. During summer camp, he's been exposed to so much and given the opportunity to explore so many different activities, including finally getting on a horse and riding down rivers with levels 2 to 4 rapids. Devin has had the good fortune to go to 2 high adventure trips. He's gone to Philmont Scout Ranch and hiked over 70 miles for 9 days. Another adventure he took with his troop was to Northern Tier, where they canoed and camped in the Minnesota wilderness for about a week. He's learned so much from his scouting experience. When we went cross country for a family trip, he put up our tents quick as lightning and often with only a headlamp as his only light source. He also took away from scouting responsibility and leadership. Devin has confidence that has been nurtured through this troop as well as being in band during high school. What he learned can be seen in many areas of his life. His Eagle project required so much from him, but he was well prepared and ready for the challenge. The planning, raising money, executing the plan, and being the manager showed the skills that he learned right here. I personally think he knocked his project out of the park. During his Eagle Board of Review, when they asked each scout about their projects, I could barely hear many of them. But when it was Devin's turn, he stepped forward and spoke loudly and clearly and with confidence. And it also doesn't hurt that he has that deep voice of his. I bring all of this up for a few reasons. Doing everything on his own time can stress me out, but I've got to trust him and at times nudge him. It's a balancing act. Scout youth have to do their Eagle project and paperwork and everything before their 18th birthday. Well, Devin's 18th birthday was August 30th. Devin completed his Eagle project July 17th. He completed all of his paperwork and final badges on August 18th and had his board of review August 28th. I'm not sure if he ever stressed out, but I most certainly did. One major thing that I am thankful for, and there are many things that I am thankful for from this troop and these years, is that it introduced Devin to his current career path. While at summer camp, he was introduced to welding, and this has been all he's basically talked about for the past several years. He is currently attending welding school and even has a test for a certification this coming Monday. No pressure, just do your best. As I close this out, I want to say a quick thank you to all of those who have helped Devin get to where he is today. That includes picking him up to take him to a scout meeting when I had grad school homework to do, and at times bringing him home too. Thank you for the scholarships that have been available to help him go on adventures with the troops. Thank you for building him up, letting him make mistakes and learn from them. I can't name everyone, but know that I appreciate you and thank you. In closing, I want to share what a wise old scoutmaster recently said about Devin. He said, Devin has been a great example of servant leadership. He's been with the troop from the beginning. He's been a chaplain's aide, troop guide, den chief, senior patrol leader, troop instructor. He has been there and led at every step of his career. He's a great example. Be like Devin. He's a great example as a scout and as a youth and a friend. So I want to say, be like Devin, show kindness, compassion, be a leader and an encourager, be silly when the time allows, be a friend, do what's right for you at your time. Just try not to wait until 2 weeks before you turn 18 to get your Eagle paperwork in. Thank you.
All right, Alex Jackson, if you would please come forward to lead us in a closing prayer.
The scout is reverent. Gracious and loving God, We thank you for this day and for the accomplishments we have celebrated. We ask your blessing upon this new Eagle Scout. May he continue to soar with integrity, lead with humility, and serve with compassion. Bless all who have supported him on his trail, family, friends, and fellow Scouts. As we depart, may we carry the spirit of scouting in our hearts, to do our duty to God and country, to help others at all times, and to keep ourselves physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. Amen.
The Eagle Court of Honor for Devin Woodcock is now closed. Would Cody Arnold please take charge of the troop and retire the colors?
Will the audience please rise? Attention. Color guards post. Scout salute. Color guard, please retire the colors. Color guard, halt. 2. You may be seated.
We would like to invite everyone to the Fellowship Hall for a reception. Or is it here?
Here.
Yeah, okay.
Back part of the room.
Okay, back part of the room.